So this is the right hand side of my outboard engine, and as you can see, it doesn't shine much now after being sitting on the engine for 9 years. It's completely lost all its shine. It has a dull appearance. I'm gonna switch over and you'll see the one that I fixed. This is the left hand side of my outboard engine, and it's absolutely amazing how you can get the old original shine back by just a simple refurbishing of the plastic. So I'll put them next to each other and you can see the difference. So on this side you see the one that hasn't been refurbished. It's only been taken off the outboard engine and then it's been cleaned up with regular detergent, whereas this one has been fixed. So if we take a closer look at it, this is probably what yours look like as well, after being sitting 9 years on the engine. And this is how it comes out, completely as new if it wasn't because of some dents that I have over here. Can't do much about those ones. Well, I don't care so much either, but... And here's a close-up of the difference, and as you can see, it's a huge difference in terms of shine. And these are the products that I've used. Originally I tried, according to some recommendation I got, with using Autosol cream polish. This one didn't work out as good as I wanted it to. It actually created some small scratches in itself. So instead of using this one, I went to the car shop and then I got a plexiglass restorer, because I figured that the plexiglass restorer would be a finer grain polishing compound in it. And it actually says here NanoPro, which implicates that there are nanoparticles in here, or in other words, a very fine grain of the polishing compound. So this is basically some solvent based system with nanoparticles in it, whereas this one has larger particles in it and creates some scratches. So I didn't use this one, but I did use the combi polish by Autosol in the end to get the ultimate shine, and it turned out really nice. So I'm going to show you the application procedure, how I put this on, because it wasn't straightforward. Actually, I had to do this one 2 times before I got the result I wanted. And after that, I just put this one on. I guess the wax component somehow, well, it adds a bit to the shine, you will see the difference. But the polishing, when it's applied in together with the wax, it doesn't scratch your plastic cover the same way as it did when I used only the cream polish from Autosol. So hang on, I'll show you how this works. So in terms of what you need to do this polishing, you just take one of these old shirts that you have that you're about to throw away, and you cut out a little piece like this. And you don't want it to be too big, because if it's too big, it's going to suck up most of this. So if you keep it a little bit small, you can keep it saturated with this. You want to apply quite a lot of this. Now it turned out that I haven't shaken it around, but it's actually like a paste like this. So this is what a paste looks like. So if you now rub this in, you're gonna find that it's like a cream in the beginning. And a good way to do this is to go over about the size of a palm, and then you do one palm here, and then the next palm there, and the next one over here, and you do it sequentially, because you need to go over it in circles. And as I mentioned before, it's not enough to do it one time, you actually need to do it twice. So you need to wipe off everything in between. But it takes about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes each time you apply it in circles like this. The interesting thing with this, and I don't know why it is like that, but when you apply it as a cream like this, it seems like when you've been rubbing it for a while, and you can probably see that now, it turns out like there's some kind of liquid coming out. So from being like a cream, it now becomes like a liquid over here. You can also see that some of the blue color is coming up. So when you see this coming up, you just go on. And more of this liquid seems to come out. As I said before, I don't know exactly what kind of formulation this is, so I'm using gloves. But when you start hearing this squeaky sound, then you know you're successful. So it's going to take you about half an hour for each one of these side covers to get done and get the shine up. So this is how much blue that comes out. Now I'm going to take a new piece of the rag and I'm going to wipe it off and we'll see the difference. So here's a new clean rag. And already now we start seeing the result. I will give you a close-up on this. But as I said before, it's not yet done because you can still see that there's a lot of scratches on there. So I'm going to go over this entire piece now and I will show you the results that comes out after the first rubbing has been done. Here you see again how it starts as a white compound. Spread it and then we work it out in circles. And now it seems like it's starting to eat its way down into the plastic. The white color is disappearing. And the liquid is coming out. You can see some of the liquid here. And now starts the squeaky sound. And then we know it's working. And then we start seeing the blue color coming out on the rag. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will continue doing this. I will go over it for entirely. I'll show you a close-up again. Here you can see now how the surface is starting to become shiny. You see the reflections there in the back, and it's just to work this way all the way. So here you see now the second one is done, and it's as shiny as the first one, and this one has wax on it, whereas this one has no wax on it. I don't know, it's not necessary at all to wax these ones, but if you want some water repellency, you could apply it. I'm going to go down a little bit closer. You see, yes, there's not many scratches left now. Only scratches are actually basically dents. This is where I touched. So here's the one without wax, and this is the one which is waxy. The waxed one appears a little bit darker actually. This time, for curiosity, I'm going to try a different one. This is the deep crystal carnauba wax. It doesn't have any polish in it, so maybe it becomes even better. I honestly can't really tell if there's a difference between the Autosol wax polish that I used on the right hand side or the Marquise waxed carnauba wax that I used on the left hand side. It's so small difference, so it's not really possible to distinguish. But I would say for sure that the big change comes with that nanoparticle rubbing agent for plexiglass that I showed you in the beginning. And now I'm going to mount these ones back. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and at this point it's just to mount back the lower cover sets on your outboard engine. And the only thing I have to add to this is that it's actually quite easy to take them off, but if you look around on this side, it's a little bit tricky to take them off here, but you don't need to disassemble these ones, and you only need to fold it a little bit upwards on the rear so that this section folds down, and then you can slide off the right hand lower engine cover. So on your left hand side of your engine, this is the only one that needs to go off. All the other ones you can keep them intact on, and this little piece of rubber that sits in your left hand side lower cover set, it just slides on. Well, again, thanks for watching.